friends, I have been waiting a very long time to be able to do this video with you. It's time for an Hermes Quota bag unboxing. Okay, you may notice that I am still in the same clothes and the same, all of this, even the same background. I haven't even like taken down my lights or my camera yet because if you saw the end of my last video, my SA texted me that a pair of shoes I had been hunting finally came in. I finished filming the video that you will have just watched, and I got a text from my SA saying that an item on my wish list, not a bag, but a pair of shoes, has finally come in, and a few other things he wanted to show me. And I was like, wow, what great timing. I just filmed a video about my Hermes wish list and something hath appeared. So buckle up, because I will be doing unboxing a few things here today, including a Quota bag. But if you've been following along with my SA journey, I have to tell you the whole story because it's just kind of bizarre and kind of wild. And I love listening to how people got offered their bags and the lead up. So stick with me. Give me a little like or a follow if you're into this kind of stuff, because hopefully I'll be doing more and more of it. And without further ado, because I know you're all waiting on bated breath, let's get into the story. So if you remember in my last video, I said that something I have been trying to get for a very, very long time is a pair of gold or tan or natural or whatever they want to call them on the website when it's not a bag, ship sandals. I have them in white. And so I've been told many times by my SA that essentially like he can't get them for me. And if I see them online, to scoop them up. So I had seen a fellow YouTuber, Tamara, get a pair of sandals that has a similar sole to the ship. I'll put a picture up here, and they come in gold also. And so I had texted my SA and I was like, hey man, do you ever get these in gold or natural color? Because I'd like those if the ship has sailed. I crack myself up. If I can't ever get those in store, and like trying to get them online is really dicey too, maybe these would be easier. And he's like, you know, I don't think we've ever gotten a pair of those in to the store in gold, but I have these for you. And then he sends me a picture of gold ship sandals in size 39. And I was like, were you really? So you can imagine my excitement, because I've been trying to get my hands on those for 2 years. If you remember from my SA video a couple videos ago, if you haven't watched it, it's a grand old time. I highly recommend. I'll link it below. I had once told him I would come get shoes from him like the next day, and by the time I got there, he had let the hold expire and they were gone. So I was not doing that again. And I was like, I'll be there in 2 seconds, right? I had just finished filming my last video that I uploaded, and I was like, see you in 30 minutes. So I get there, it's like the end of the day, like 5:30, and he's waiting by the back door with the shoes in his hand, and I'm just like, oh, you're on time. It appears my shoes have not been sold out from under me. Like, this is looking like it's gonna be a great little impromptu visit. So he takes me inside the store, and for those of you who have shopped in the Rodeo store, there's like a huge like cylindrical kind of like climbing staircase. And he stops like tucked behind the staircase, and we're kind of like, it was crowded, the store was crowded. And he stops me and he's like, hey. So he said, hey, I know like a long time ago you said cray is your, like one of your favorite neutrals. Would you be into like a similar neutral? And I was like, yes. And he goes, okay, I'm gonna take you upstairs and you can try on your shoes, and then I'll be back. And you guys know, it's like when they disappear into the back, they're like, I'll be back. I mean, it's like better than hearing Arnold Schwarzenegger say it, okay? It's like the moment we all are waiting for. So you can imagine my excitement. Also, I caused a small frenzy in the shoe section because I pulled out these gold ship sandals, and everyone is like, oh my God, where'd you get those? People have lost their minds in the stores. I'm telling you, I think everyone is so starved for getting things because like the stock situation is just so bizarre that it's like someone sees one of those like items that it's like a unicorn item, right? Like that everyone wants the ship sandals, and then they just descend upon you because they're hoping that they won't fit. Like there were 2 women that were like, oh, what size are those? And I wanted to be like, none of your business. There was like a woman lurking behind me. She kept like scooting closer and closer, and she like watched me try them on, and they fit perfectly, by the way. And she was like, oh, they look like they might be a little small. What size are those? And I was like, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to talk me out of these shoes because you would like them, but they definitely came home with me, and I will unbox them. I think they're the men's, actually. This is all a true unboxing, by the way, so don't at me. Genuinely did not think I would ever be able to score these, so it was just so random, and especially since I've had so much trouble getting anything for my essay. What a win! Let's celebrate the win! So, we've got a gold ship in size 39. I think these are the men's. I can't actually tell you if they're the men's or not because he took the sticker off of the side of the box and he did not give me my receipt. So I will need to go back at some point and grab the receipt from him, but I think he was just so excited about everything else that happened after this that he was out of sorts. But anyway, I'm very excited for these. They will get great use. They match Billy my Birkin. So, you know, if you follow me on Instagram, it's at handbagbetch, you will be able to see how I style all this stuff. Okay, so back to the story. I'm causing a small frenzy in the shoe department, and it's been, I would say it's been probably like 20 minutes at this point, and I'm like, okay, well, if it was just a no from the store director or manager, whoever was signing off on my profile, then it would have been a quick no, I imagine. So that's a good sign. And I see my sales associate pop out of one of the secret compartments in the wall with a huge box. This box. He does the thing that we all just can't wait for the next time. Come with me to a room, please. And he's like weaving through people with this giant box, and we go to the room. He hits in the rodeo store, the like changing rooms have automatic curtains, so he hits the button and the curtain just parts ways for us. We walk in and I see the faces of the people outside being like, ooh, what's she getting? You know, some people are excited, some people, if looks could kill. And then he hits another button, the curtains close, the windows open. He's like, I want you to be able to see it in natural light. And I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. And so I'll stop to say, remember in my last video when I was telling you what I had initially said I wanted on my wish list? 2 years ago, I said to this man, I would like a Birkin 35 in cray with gold hardware. And he laughed at me, okay? He was like, we will never get any of those. Like, big bags are out. So he pulls out, shall we unbox? This is also a true unboxing. This box is so huge that I can't, I'm sure you can kind of guess like at least probably what bag it is, but you don't know what color or what hardware. So, oh, and if anyone cares about the ribbons, it's just Hermes Paris No Year. I love watching unboxing videos, and it is so fun to be able to do one of these Quota bag unboxings with you all. This is the first one I've done on my channel. So if you couldn't guess, it's a Birkin 35. We've got crisp tissue paper. Fun fact, Hermes actually weaves silk in their tissue paper. That's why it's so smooth. It's got the little pillow, the raincoat. Say hello to my new Birkin 35 in grease pearl Togo leather with gold hardware. Ah! I think that you all will probably have your thoughts about Birkin 35s, Birkin 25s, big bags, small bags. I am an all bags human, okay? I think that style is so cyclical that you know, big bags they say are like coming back now, so like cool, I'm very prepared for that. But I'm sure, you know, small bags aren't going anywhere either. So my real goal is to just collect them all. I would like to be like, you know, like Pokemon, collect them all. So isn't she pretty? I have to take the stickers off and whatnot. And I'm also kind of like honestly afraid to touch her, but I'm so interested to see how this color shows up on camera. It looks like it's pretty accurate in the viewfinder, but I am fascinated because I have never seen Grease Pearl in person before. I have to say I was pleasantly surprised by the color because when he unboxed it, of course, like painfully slowly as they always do, he was like, oh, it's, when he pulled it out, he announced like Grease Pearl, which I'm assuming, even though I do not speak French, is probably pearl gray is the translation there. You can Google that. But I expected Grease Pearl to be more gray. And you know, when I've seen it, I've never seen it in person. When I've seen it online, it has looked pretty gray, like, and pretty cold toned. So in different lights with different outfits, it gives like mushroom vibes. It gives cray vibes. It gives almost like straight white in some light, and I'll like throw in some like mod shots and whatnot so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's really a mercurial color in terms of seasons and you know, like what is season appropriate. I would say like she can hit all seasons, right? Put a neon orange twilly on her, she's a summer bag. Put a darker vibe on her, she's a winter white. I'm very impressed. So while my essay didn't know if I would like this color, he did good. It was close to what I had originally asked for. I can't be mad. I do have a question for you all. Do you prefer to be surprised with a bag from your sales associate? Or do you prefer for them to call you and be like, hey, are you into this? Do you want to come pick it up? Because personally, I prefer the latter. I don't love like a $12,000 surprise, okay? And I can't tell you the exact price of this because, again, the man did not give me my receipt. Let me be clear, we're not as mad at him anymore as we were in the last video where I talked about it, because this is a really great bag and I'm extremely happy. But like, still, just like the comedy of errors. And he didn't know if I was coming prepared to spend that kind of money. I mean, I think like, honestly, like if you're going to Hermes, you should always be like locked and loaded, ready to buy a Birkin in case this happens. But you know, he even said to me, he's like, sometimes when I surprise my clients, they have to like call and ask permission and like transfer money. I think it would be nice until you have like more of a rapport perhaps, and understanding of someone's situation to like get the call ahead of time. But I mean, I'm not splitting hairs here. I was very pleased to be offered this bag. He told me he has been trying for 2 months to get a bag for me, and that like the manager had signed off already, but nothing had come in that was like on my list. I mean, look, we all know there's like tons of bags in the back. I'm not gonna split hairs. I'm quite happy with what I received. I am so excited to fill her up and have a little bit of a bigger bag to work with. You know, the Birkin 30 is a great size. I'm 5'8", and I think that like sits on me really well. I do find that like if you have like a chunky sunglasses case, keys, card holder or wallet, and like some hand sanitizer, it's like if you have a bag organizer in there, that's kind of all you can really get in there without it being like overloaded. You could pile stuff in there, but it's like gonna fall out. You have to close it. So I'm looking forward to having a little bit of a bigger bag to be my workhorse. Also, fun fact, because I'm sure there are some of you who saw me pull this box out and they went, oh no, it's white! It's gonna get filthy! And I am here to tell you that the thing you need to be most concerned about in terms of keeping your bags pristine, or if that's something you're into, is the handles. Hermes will not do refinishing work or replace parts on the handles. I think they view it as like, look, like we give you the twilly, like you can buy the twillies to protect that portion of the bag. Like if you didn't do that, that's kind of on you. But my friend who was my old Hermes sales associate essentially told me like the workshop can do a lot of magic on the bag itself, especially in Togo, which is pretty forgiving. And I'm so glad it's in Togo, because what I envision for this 35 is I'm gonna wear this like I'm Mary Kate and Ashley. This thing is gonna get slouchy, it's gonna get loved, it's gonna be coming on the plane to Vegas with me. I mean, I'm flying Jet SweetX, so it's not like it's gonna be like jammed in anything crazy, but like, I buy my bags to wear and love my bags. I am very selective about the bags that I say yes to, because in my mind, I wanna use everything I buy. I'm not saving it for best. I have a tattoo on my arm that says burn the candle, meaning like the spirit of that tattoo is, do you know anyone who has like a really nice candle and they like don't ever burn it because they're like waiting for a special occasion or they're waiting to have guests over? No, burn the candle, buy the bag, wear the Birkin. Somebody should put that on a t-shirt. I genuinely want to use this, so I got Twillies, which I will unbox for you also. Okay, so I wanted to get something that could kind of go like light to dark, and I saw this and thought it's pretty cute. It's got some like fun nature vibes on it, and the back, it's like the same. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I'm excited to put this on there. I think I'll show you. Like that, and even the dark bit. I think it's a nice contrast. I mean, to be fair, I don't think there's really much that wouldn't go with this, so. Ugh. I'm very happy. Ugh. Hermes leather smells so good. Anyway, so that is my story time, plus my first Quota bag unboxing with you all. Ugh, team. I'm sure you can tell because I feel like I'm oozing like cheesy happiness, but I couldn't be more pleased with what he pulled out of the bag for me. And honestly, I'm like, ugh, do I switch? Do I stay? Tell me your thoughts below. But thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. It's obviously not over, because he even said to me at the end, he was like, so I know the next one for this year, we want to do a Kelly. And I'm like, yes. And this year, you say. So stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching. I hope you made it to the end. I know this was kind of a long one, but man, if ever there's a reason to have a long video, it's for a Birkin unboxing, okay? I'll see you in the next one. Bye.